Ryan Alessio here with a Bougie Sports quick take, and one of the biggest events of the year is coming up very shortly. And I know what you're thinking. You're talking about the Super Bowl, right? No, I'm talking about WrestleMania, and the road to WrestleMania starts this Saturday with the Royal Rumble. And if you're a big wrestling fan like myself, you know this is the best time of year. Even Bernie and Cheeks can't contain themselves in there. They're so excited for the Royal Rumble. Don't act weird while we're on camera. The Royal Rumble, 5 matches. Let's get a rundown of that card and kick off the road to WrestleMania as I get out the old cheat sheet right here. First match, Bianca Belair takes on Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. I think this is a pretty easy W for Bianca Belair. I think she'll face whoever the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble is. And if she's ever going to lose that title, it might be right there. But it's not going to happen Saturday night. No. Bianca's going to retain. However, I do think we'll get a little bit more with Alexa Bliss, Uncle Howdy, some Bray Wyatt stuff. So I think they'll further that storyline, and that'll be interesting going forward. And then Bianca Belair, she can take on the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. Next up, we have the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Yeah! LA Knight taking on Bray Wyatt. And you're probably asking, what's a Pitch Black match? I don't know either, but we're going to find out on Saturday. And I think you're going to see a little bit more character development with Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, some other characters, because they can do a little sports entertainment, a little fantasy, a little maybe cinematic stuff. So I'm pretty interested to see this. And you're probably thinking, well, this is Bray Wyatt's first match back since he's re-signed with the WWE. He hasn't had a match on TV in a couple years. He's going to win this, no problem. I'm going to go with the upset. I think LA Knight's going to win. And it's going to cause Bray Wyatt to go off onto another storyline. And we'll see where that takes us because there's a lot left in that Bray Wyatt story. And if you saw his interview with Ryan Satin earlier today, he's just getting started. But for that to happen, wouldn't mind seeing LA Knight pull one out, even if it means interference from somebody from Bray Wyatt's faction that we don't even know exists yet. So I'm going to go upset, and it's probably going to be the worst pick I have. So do not bet on it. But I'm going to go with LA Knight. Yeah. Here comes one everybody's excited about. Kevin Owens taking on the tribal chief Roman Reigns for the WWE undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I think that's what they're calling it. Roman's got both titles. It's got a 45-word name, so I'm just going to call it the WWE Championship because if not, I'll just start falling all over my words. I do believe Roman Reigns is going to retain. I don't know if Roman Reigns is even going to lose at WrestleMania. But Kevin Owens definitely going to lose this match. However, I think what it's going to do is propel us to the next chapter of the Bloodline, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and all that. You know, the greatest storyline in wrestling maybe in the last 10 years, 20 years. This is going to be one of those storylines they talk about forever. That tribal, what was it? The tribal court that Sami Zayn was in last week on Raw. They'll talk about that segment forever. So you can branch this off plenty of different ways, but I do think Roman Reigns is going to retain the title and go to WrestleMania and face who the hell knows. Our first Rumble match, the Women's Royal Rumble, and not a ton of competitors announced yet, and that's okay because everybody likes a surprise, and you're going to get plenty of them. I do believe Rhea Ripley is going to walk away with this W in the Women's Royal Rumble. I think it's her time. She's had an incredible year. Her work with Judgment Day, Dominic, Mommy herself, she's at a different level, even though we've seen her compete for titles at WrestleMania. I think this is going to be the year that Rhea throws 29 other superstars over the top rope and makes her way to the grand stage, WrestleMania, and maybe defeats Bianca Belair for that Raw Women's title. And finally, we got the Men's Royal Rumble, and this is the one everybody's all over the map with. Who's going to win this one? Again, very few competitors announced, which I love because you're going to get a lot of surprises. And if you had to ask me right off the top who I think it's going to be, this guy right here, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, coming back from his horrible pec injury. And we all know what that looked like, his last match against Seth Rollins in the Hell in the Cell. Oh, he's been rehabbing for months and months. The video packages hyping his return have been incredible. And I'd love to see Cody Rhodes win that Royal Rumble and take on Roman Reigns at least one of the nights at WrestleMania. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who think Sami Zayn should win this Royal Rumble just based on what's going on with the Bloodline. No, I think that's a bad idea. That's a short-term, wow, great moment, and then you got nothing after that. And if you're comparing it to the Daniel Bryan storyline, Not the same. Not even remotely the same. You're talking about Daniel Bryan, who had a ground movement, a groundswell of support, a grassroots campaign to become the WWE champion. And the other thing is, his whole storyline was based around the Authority not allowing him to be the champion and doing everything in their power to take that away from him. To me, this bloodline storyline with Sami Zayn has very little to do with the championship. There's never been a tease, never a moment, never a glance, no nothing that says this should be about the championship. What I do think, though, is that hopefully coming up maybe during the title match, we see a little development in how Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to come back together and then eventually make their way to WrestleMania and defeat the Usos for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, or whatever titles they have left by then, because they might break those up too. I do feel that's the way to go. There's more involved with Sami and the Usos and Kevin Owens right now going forward. I think that's the direction they're going to go after this championship match. And if you want to have your Sami Zayn championship match, you do it at Elimination Chamber in Canada, where Sami's from, Kevin Owens is from. Then you really get the ball rolling. So don't get, I know the internet, you get a little testy when things don't happen your way. But if you're banking your happiness on this Royal Rumble with Sami Zayn winning it, you're not probably going to have a good time. So that's just my warning. Now, if Sami Zayn does win the Royal Rumble, Jubilee celebration. I'm happy for him. I just don't think it's going to be him. I think it's going to be this dude, Cody Rhodes, coming back, trying to fulfill that dream of being WWE champion for him and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Oh, and if you're looking for a sleeper winner, how about Stone Cold Steve Austin? Because that rumor's out there as well. But there you go. There's my predictions. One more time. Bianca Belair retains the Raw Women's title. LA Knight, wins the Pitch Black match. We have Rhea Ripley. She wins the Women's Royal Rumble. We have Cody Rhodes winning the Men's Royal Rumble. Both of them go on to headline WrestleMania. And for the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion of the World, or whatever they're calling it, Roman Reigns over Kevin Owens. What's your predictions? Let us know.